Okay, wing went on real easy and snug. I haven't screwed it down yet, but there it is attached to the fuselage. Okay, I started putting in the 4 screws. The ones in the nose, these 2 right here in the center of the screen, went down really nice and easy. These 2 in the back concern me a bit. I've tightened them pretty tight and they're still not all the way in. Back to you later on that. Okay, I could not get these back 2 screws to go down all the way. A little bit fuzzy there. See if I can focus on these here. There we go. So I had to put some washers, a little rubber grommet and a washer. Seems like those screws are a little bit too long. I took them all back out and confirmed all 4 screws here for the front and back are the same size, but it seems to me the back one should be smaller. Front ones are down, sit it in there just fine. Back ones wouldn't go down into the recess there, and I didn't want to tighten it any tighter. It felt like I was going to strip it or break it. So first little glitch, very minor, but workaround I think will be fine. So here's what it looks like down the side, down the bottom side here. Okay, looking good. Okay, next step's going to be putting that prop on. So here's my prop and the spinner. I'm going to put these on here onto the front of the plane, of course the front of the plane. Nice looking engine it has up front there. But here's what it looks like before I put the prop on. Okay, that prop went on super easy. Just the back piece prop and then the front piece on here. I'm going to go put the spinner on now. And this thing's coming along very nicely. Okay, little concern again. Spinner goes on very nicely. You can see there. But the screws they give me, the 2 screws I have left, are not long enough to go through this spinner and connect to this piece here. Double checked all the screws, they're all correct, yet again I can't fit this spinner and hold it on with the 2 screws that are provided and left. I've checked these screws by themselves, and the longer one here does fit and screw in. There we go. It does thread properly, but again it's not long enough to go through this cone and set in there. So I might be flying this without a spinner for right now until we can get the proper screw. Okay, getting ready to put the guns on. Put the guns on one side here. Had to sort of figure it out a little bit. Here on the other side, not on yet. But what you have to do is got to really sort of pull on this here and push this piece out. It's glued in there a bit. I was hesitant to bring that out, but again, a little bit of pressure, pull it out. It will come out. Maybe I can do it in front of here for you. It's pretty hard. I'm going to try again off camera and get back. Okay, it does pull out. Again, I had to munch it a little bit there. I'll get some black paint, but let me focus in on it good for you. But it does come out. There we go. You can see it was glued down a little bit there. I don't know why. Maybe if you decide not to put the guns in there, they don't just leave it that way. But let me get my other gun right here and just sits in there, and this sits right back down. So I'll glue that back up and color it. But it's as easy as that. They tell you to put a little bit of glue on there to hold it in place. And she's all together now. It's a matter of programming and finding the right screw for that prop spinner. But there she is, ready for me to program in and hopefully fly. So that's the Spitfire. That thing went together in less than an hour. Don't know how long it was going to take to program. It looks like so far just one missing screw in the whole batch. Not bad. I'm sure I can find that screw here at our local hardware store. But for right now, she'll be a spinnerless Spit, and get back to you after I finish programming, let you know how that goes. Put some tape to hold on that spinner just so you can get a good look at it, what it looks like with the spinner on, as it should be. But there she is. Landing gear still all tucked in. But again, this thing came very nicely packed. Great paint job. The foam looks great. So far, everything looks really nice. It was a very easy install or assembly. Again, Pilot Sid here. I'll report back to you after programming. I use a new generation DX7 by Spectrum, and hopefully that programming goes well. Okay, I'm going to get ready to bind this. I put the battery in. Got a little bit bigger battery. It's a 2700 milliamp 35C. Want to get a little bit more oomph for this machine, but there we go. Haven't connected it up yet. Bind plug is sticking out there, so it's easy to get a hold of. There's our Pilot ready to go. So I'm going to plug this in and start the programming. Okay, I'm set to bind. Again, I'm using a DX7. Spectrum DX7. It's been a great transmitter for me. And got it set to bind. Since I only have two hands here and have to hold the camera, I'll have to pause for a second, connect the battery, and see if she binds up.